look at what happened.
Breaking news, an attempted assassination on Donald Trump at a campaign rally. The former president rushed to the hospital. At least one spectator attending the event dead. 2 others in critical condition.
Our hearts go out to the victims of this heinous act which occurred today.
We have live team coverage, including reactions pouring in tonight from here and across the world. President Joe Biden condemning the attack on his opponent.
There's no place in America for this kind of violence. It's sick. It's sick.
Hello, I'm Mark Brown.
I'm Michelle Fisher. This is Eyewitness News at 11 on ABC 7 Hulu and wherever you stream.
Former President Donald Trump back in Bedminster, New Jersey tonight, but he says he was shot in the ear. One of his supporters is dead, 2 more critically injured. A short time ago, we learned the identity of the gunman. He is a 20-year-old man from Bethel Park, Pennsylvania.
We began our team coverage at 11 with Eyewitness News' Jory Rand. He is here now with all of these late-breaking details tonight.
Guys, there was a time not too long ago when these kind of attempts were pretty common, happening every few years, but it has now been decades since we have seen in the United States an attempt on a president or former president, let alone one who is running again for the presidency as Donald Trump is. But today, that violence playing out at a field in Butler County, Pennsylvania, north of Pittsburgh. The former president surviving that attack, and just moments ago, Donald Trump's plane landing at Newark International Airport, where tonight we got our first glimpse of the former president since the attempt, walking down the steps to his plane in New Jersey. A welcome sight after a potentially extremely dark day in American history. An assassination attempt on former President Trump at a rally in Butler, Pennsylvania. Multiple shots fired from the roof of a building outside the security zone. Trump wounded in the ear as Secret Service surrounded the former president, covering him on stage. The agents stayed on top of him for a full minute before standing him back up, Trump apparently losing his shoes in the chaos.
Let me get my shoes on.
The former president bloodied in the face, then defiantly raising his fist and shouting to the crowd to passionate applause. He was then whisked away to a local hospital where he was treated and released. 3 other attendees were also shot, one of them killed, 2 others seriously wounded.
And the man in the bleachers, kind of to the right of me in the bleachers, took a gunshot wound to the head, was killed. And another woman, I don't know exactly where she was in the bleachers. I think she was either behind me or to the right of me. She got around she got hit in the forearm and hand, it looked like. In the video, Secret Service is seen reacting to the shooting. The shooter, now identified as Matthew Crooks of Bethel Park, Pennsylvania. He was killed on that rooftop by Secret Service snipers. We're now waiting to see what his motivation was for the attempt. In a statement, former President Trump writing in part, "It is incredible that such an act can take place in our country. I was shot with a bullet that pierced the upper part of my right ear. I knew immediately that something was wrong and that I heard a whizzing sound, shots, and immediately felt the bullet ripping through the skin." Now, President Biden reacting to this tonight, calling this sick, this attempt on former President Trump's life, and all of this, of course, happening with the Republican National Convention set to begin on Monday in Milwaukee. The RNC says as of now, events will go on as planned. The White House announcing tonight President Biden did speak with former President Trump, but they released no details about their conversation. We, of course, live in a country with a long history of political assassinations and attempts, from Abraham Lincoln to John F. Kennedy to Robert Kennedy here in Los Angeles.